Good evening, everyone. I'm just here to do a very quick reading here. I feel a huge shift for twin flame high divine unions that are currently fighting very, very hard in all timelines, realms, and dimensions to remove blocks in order to find their way back to each other. So, these are just messages to help channel the energy and move the energy and keep things moving in the right direction and forward movement and flow. So the background's key. So you see the circle there, and I just follow my intuition when I do all of my spiritual work, and truly. When I follow my intuition and my guidance, it always comes together exactly the way that it's meant to. So I'm just realizing here that if you notice the circle, right? So we're operating within that one sphere now, and that's a sphere or a circle that you would have created for your unions, and the work that we do is always within that sphere. So that within that sphere, you're protected. You'll see all the colors of the chakra system as well here on this blanket that I'm using as the background here for the reading. And there's a little opening here, and I feel like that's like water because earlier today in meditation, I saw the masculine really step up here in a huge way, and was forever leaving really dark things behind that he cleared and healed, and it was transmuted forever to be stored in the Akashics as a successful kind of lesson learned. But it's massive, on a massive scale, and this is past life. So what I'm getting as well as a follow-up to my reading a few days ago where we did past life clearing, it was successful for those who chose to release at that time. So you'll notice here the crystals are key as well. This is to ensure that what was cleared remains cleared as we talk about it here. And really this is representing that lower part of the fields, past life in the Akashics, in our history. We don't ever have to worry about going back there again. Or we've removed cords that are connected to that time where we struggled or were held back. That's all been removed. So we've learned the karmic lesson, and the karmics will not be able to follow us into our new timeline or jump. You see how I was kind of jumping there? Like they can't do that. They need to come back, and they will be sent back because they don't get to cheat, and ride our coattails. Many people do that with twins, and that's not fair. And it's not for us to worry about. The divine will take care of that, okay? So here, I'm seeing here, sorry, the crystals, they want me to go back here. So rose quartz, purple tourmaline, and desert rose here. This represents the twins and the threefold flame and that union energy, mind, body, spirit, right? So we've really worked hard at doing that independently. And within that third energy, it's flowing beautifully as well. The love is flowing in a really nice way. It's safeguarded and protected. That ray, that purple ray is there as well to make sure that everything that we transmute is transmuted through that ray. So it's cleansed at a very, very high level. So not to worry that there's no trickery that's going to be allowed anymore. None of that will work. So your judgment is more sound. Our judgment will be more sound. That even extends to our children. The people that are closest in our circle that we allow in, that's going to be bestowed to them as well. Because what I also got, I know I'm speaking fast, but it's coming in very quick, was the children also received an upgrade and a cleansing and a clearing. And so they're working just as hard to be able to do the work as well that they need to do to be able to maintain that vibration or reach the level of vibration required for when the twins reunite, for those families to come together as one, to merge families. Blended families are really the new template, because the way that people really saw love and managed that in terms of unions in the past, we're shifting up and out of that. I don't want to speak to that, but certainly, we're representing a lot of the new templates that are coming in, and we're leaders, and we're setting the example. All right. So in my case, I can speak just briefly. I have a very close relationship with my ex-partner, whom we co-parent our 2 children together. All right. So that is very not typical. It's unusual to many people. They don't understand. There's been lots of rumors and comments made about all sorts of things that none of that is true, So we just really do get along and like each other as friends, and really honor and respect each other, and work together for the highest and greatest good of our family and our children. And our children are working hard as well to reach their goals in life, and for the most part are doing well. So, meaning nothing's perfect, right? Everyone has challenges, but we all work together as a very close-knit family to support each other when we need help in any way. And things are moving along nicely. So the desert rose here is really a selenite, and it really helps to support, and this represents my masculine. So he is showing me here that he's still requiring some cleansing within the brain. So I'm seeing this kind of like as the brain, the physical brain. So that crown chakra there were some big blocks there, but he deliberately closed himself off there until he was ready to receive new downloads, more downloads. So I think this is a very slow process for him, and it was prescribed that way because I don't think that for everyone, sometimes like if we open up too quick and we get too many downloads, it can become very overwhelming, and we wouldn't want our counterparts to shut down because they need to stay connected to source. So I got another really amazing message earlier today that I heard my counterpart tell me that he found God or reached the heavens through God or something like that. So I think, and really when I sat down to meditate, to really connect and to receive the information, I was so happy for him. But I think he's coming back home to his relationship with God, with himself, in a way that he feels very comfortable with, and it makes him happy and he has peace. And I remember when I reached that part of my journey where I found that light and that connection, and I started to, talk to God, but talk to God is really within us, and rebuilding that relationship with myself. And you have to quiet the mind to do that, right? So now he's going to be able to receive new messages, more messages that are going to be able to uplift him where he needs to be in terms of intelligence, coping, I'm hearing, just communication as well, to be able to kind of formulate plans that are going to be successful for whatever he needs in his life moving forward. Okay. And here I'm seeing some of that has to do with the way that he works with people and the people that are around him. He's above it here, because you see how this part of the deck's a little bit lower, and he has succeeded with achieving something huge here, and it's taken him a long time, but he's got that pentacle and he wants to come and give it to us. It's a gift, and it's in the material world, and it's not necessarily like a material gift. It's potentially something that will be like information, I think, that we've been waiting to hear for a long time, around how he's going to be better able to work together with us to achieve like true success and happiness, is what I'm hearing. And he knows like that he needed to clean up the foundation, the past, in this in multiple timelines, to be able to reestablish himself in this one new timeline here that we are channeling for and that we're manifesting towards, in a way that will be solid and successful. And I'm hearing he's removed toxic energy. You see how that turned? I see the sun card underneath, so that's amazing. He's not doing anything anymore that will compromise the success that he feels he and his counterpart and children are entitled to have. And we have another knight there. So there's a lot of activity right now, forward movement. Do you see how those knights are facing to the right? That's moving ahead. He's only pulling from proper sources of light and energy now. That brain is nice and healthy and clear. There isn't fog in it anymore. Mm-hmm. And I feel like this represents the counterparts, and this third energy here is really the children. I feel like he really is working hard to, with love, right? With intention, to be really mindful of his actions and his words, and that everything he does now needs to be in this energy in order to safeguard these relationships, okay? And I think the people around him are going to be surprised because they're going to notice a difference with the way that he's talking, and what he's deciding to do. And there's a lot of cutting out of his life, like cutting out the stuff that's toxic that would otherwise have caused problems. And the truth is setting him free. So it's being uplifted here. And he's overcome a lot of struggles to be able to manage that truth. A truth that he really knew was within him a really long time in regards to this union, and knowing that this is where he should have really been focused this whole time, you know, because he was pulled back in a lot of different directions to have to deal with all this karma from the past, with all these relationships and connections, person, place, or thing. So he sees the truth in that, and he's overcome that. So those karmics are walking away. It's like, yeah. And he has that truth. That sort of truth is standing up there. It's pretty strong. I feel it very powerful. And he's pulling from both directions. This is a double-pointed amethyst in a really powerful way. So he's able to ground the energy. So he's able to pull it in from the divine and ground it, and it's protected. There's a lot of healing at a water level, emotional level, also through water, So anytime, say he's having a bath or showering, and he's thinking with intention about something, that water's assisting with that process, is assisting with the cleansing and the clearing and the releasing. There's all kinds of different ways that we heal. We just don't realize that we're doing that. But it's very powerful. It's really important at this point in time to really be careful as well with our energy and our environment, who we allow in and out of our lives. So he's being really careful about that. And he wants us to know that. He realizes that more than ever right now. So over here, he's saying, don't worry, I'm coming with this message. He's being guided and he's following his guidance. Everything from the past is being cleared up. Anything that needed to be cleared up or needs to be cleared up, it's being safeguarded and it's been done. And this is what took so long. He needed to make sure it was cleaned up properly before he comes forward, because he knows that the feminine has been through a lot, and certainly doesn't want to come forward to create any more upset than there already has been. And part of that was to defend and protect this union and protect himself. So if he didn't know how to protect himself, how would he be able to protect this union, or a blended family, from outside interference? So he's, for a higher level consciousness, he sees the truth of that now. And he's doing a good job protecting and defending here. But do you see there's a lot coming at him? But that's just the way of it. That's what happens with these types of unions. But eventually, as you really do figure it all out, bit by bit, it's being removed. And our fields are getting stronger and stronger. So that's really good. So with light language here, I'm just going to help ground the energy. It's a lot of sadness as I tap into this night here. He's just very nervous and scared, but he's going to make it. Wow, I just pulled my own cards. I just want to protect the identity of my children here. So I'm just going to cover up their names, but certainly I'm going to show you the card here. No word of a lie, guys. I am protecting you, and my children's names are here. These are the cards I've made for myself. So take in those light codes. Okay, I'm getting more spiritually though, like in the realms, yes, for a long, long time, but to be successful in the physical, we have to first be successful spiritually. So he's done it. And it needed to be as well with thoughts and processing of thoughts and previous experiences that we've had when we were together, that he didn't always do that the best of ways. And this is not a judgment. It's not me attacking anybody or saying anything negative. You know, it is what it is. It's very important to be able to safeguard ourselves, and then to be able to safeguard our unions when we come together. So he's going to be doing that in a much stronger way now, and this is as well what took a while, and he's going to be able to talk to us about that. So calibrating through infinity, which is great. I'm so happy to see that. And I'm seeing here wishes fulfilled. That card's come out as well in previous readings. And one more here. My eyes, sorry, I can't, let me just adjust. My eyes are open in and with divine love and divine sacredness. So that's really in line with the message that I was getting earlier about his connection, quote unquote, to the heavens. What I think that means is just a really beautiful sanctuary in the realms spiritually. And that's, you know, the originating place, you know, that he sees himself as a home before incarnating, is what I think it means. So I'm so happy to see that he is reacquainting himself with that relationship, with that part of the realm, and also within his own heart, you know, and where he feels safe and secure and happy. Because in his ability to do that, he'll be able to recreate it and manifest it here in the physical. Just going to pause because they want me to continue to add to the spread, but I need to take a second here because I hold my camera on my phone, so I don't have access to both my hands at the same time. So I'm already seeing a few other things on the table in front of me on my altar here that I need to pull into this reading. So just give me a sec. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So I pulled a few other cards. My card's at the top, Strength and Courage, and it says, "You are my greatest love." And I have a heart there over my name. So do you notice the green and the blue? I'm just realizing I only pulled those cards. So everything in green is healing, okay? And the blue is protected by Archangel Michael. And that's going to be communicated to us now with and from a healed point of view from our throat chakra. So that's amazing. So let's just look at all those cards again. Okay, so he's going to be able to share that with